Welcome back, first timers. But if you're new here, I'm David, and this is Terry.
We're the first timers. We're trying things for the first time, and you can too.
In today's episode, you guessed it, we're camping again.
Camp hair, don't care.
Where are we at this time, Terry?
Florida State Caverns?
Florida Caverns State Park
Something like that.
Marianna, Florida. We've heard a lot of great things about this place. We've seen some pictures of the caverns and the blue hole. We wanted to see it for ourselves, and we wanted to take you along to see it too.
We're gonna do a campsite tour, then we're gonna go to the caverns, and then to the blue hole. Maybe a little bike ride.
Oh, definitely a bike ride. Not maybe.
Get on our bikes and ride.
Saddle up. Let's go. But before we give the bike tour, let's give you a little walkthrough of our humble abode for the weekend. We're in spot number 30. Each spot has full hookups, a fire ring. They're super wide spots. It's graveled. There's even a hammock stand that you can use if you don't have a tent or an RV. So pretty much everything you need. And there's also a bathhouse right in the middle. It's not a huge campsite. I think there's only 31 RV campsites. And then there's tent camping that.
Alright, we are at the blue hole. Doesn't look blue, but
It's a hole.
it is a hole.
Blue Hole Spring has two vents from the Floridian aquifer. There's the north vent, which is 97 feet deep, and then the south vent, which is 26 feet deep. So, as you guys know, Terry can't swim, and her life jacket didn't arrive in time, so she's not going to be getting in the water. I'll probably jump in later, but we have to do the Cavern tours in just a little bit, so I don't want to get wet. But if you guys think Terry should jump in the water at some point, go ahead and comment below. But the goal eventually is to get her swimming sometime this summer.
It is cold, but it feels nice.
Well, the blue hole wasn't so blue today,
Yeah.
but there has been a lot of rain. So I think that churned up a lot of the muck and silt.
Yep.
So it's more of a greenish brown hole, which we're just not going to get into probably today. This campsite, it's a pretty big footprint, being 1,300 acres. The entire area was completely decimated in 2018 by Hurricane Michael, which was a Category 5 hurricane,
Yeah.
and completely just ripped apart this entire area, the trees, the vegetation. It was huge. 140-mile-an-hour winds, the largest hurricane to ever hit Florida, and the fourth largest to ever hit the United States. So they've been in a huge rebuilding process here at the state park, trying to work on the trails and the campsites and replanting vegetation.
Yeah, they had a lot of trees that were just torn apart by the hurricane, so they've really tried to plant more trees and get it back to looking like it should.
But in terms of RV camping and tent camping, it's pretty small. 31 spots for RVs, and then I think it's 5 for tent camping. It's not a huge camp area, so just, you know, when you're looking for reservations, just kind of keep that in mind.
It's also kind of isolated. There's not a lot around here, so.
There's a small town nearby called Mariana. We didn't check out the town. We're kind of staying isolated this weekend, just kind of getting out in nature. It's a really cool place. I think, you know, if the water was a little bit clearer, we'd feel a little bit more comfortable because, as you know, we're not getting into any murky water where there's alligators. On to the Cavern Tour.
Let's go.
All right. Well, we made it to the cave tour, and
It is dumping.
just on schedule. It's raining. I don't think they're going to cancel the tour because it's underground, but I've been to a cavern before where if it was raining, they shut down the tours because it would fill up with water. So I hope that's not the case. Wow, it is dumping. It's dumping. So we'll see you
Inside, underground.
The tickets to the caverns are $15 for adults and $8 for children. You can buy them through a website that you can find through the Florida State Caverns main site, and you can buy them online right through the gift shop. But that's only for a limited amount of tickets. A bulk of the tickets are sold first come, first serve in person at the gift shop in the state park. So we ordered ours online, but we did go check out the gift shop in the morning to kind of see what it was like. And at about 8:30, people start lining up. There was about 20-something people ahead of me to buy tickets for the tours throughout the day. So just plan accordingly. They do sell out. If you get there and you don't have tickets, make sure you get there. Make sure you get to the gift shop early in the morning. Wait in line so you can secure your ticket to the tour. You go about 60 feet underground, and it's 3/4 of a mile. It takes about an hour. There's so many different rooms and formations and stalactites, stalagmites. It's really beautiful down there. They have it lit up really well.
All different kinds of colors.
Yeah. You can get married down there for 150 bucks.
It's pretty cheap.
150 bucks?
25 people.
It'd be great, I think.
Somebody could do it.
If you want to get married, you should go to the Florida State Caverns and pay the 150 bucks and get married underground. I think it's still legal then. But we had a blast. You know, there's some tight little areas you gotta,
Yeah, it wasn't too
shimmy
bad,
in, but as long as you're flexible, it's not too exhilarating or scary or anything like that.
Yeah.
We walked 3/4 of a mile in the caverns. There's 7 total miles down there, but that's closed to the public. there's one thing you definitely need to do after you finish your tour.
You gotta check out the Mediterranean restaurant right outside the entrance to the park. It's called Mashawy.
It was such a delightful surprise to find such high quality Mediterranean food. The service was
phenomenal.
Oh, 5 stars all the way. What an adventure underground. We had a great time in the caverns. It's not our first time in caverns,
No.
but it's our first time going to that cavern. And it was a great tour. So while this campground isn't huge, the caverns make up for that.
Don't mind the waterfall that's happening.
It is dumping rain right now. You should definitely go check it out. And when it's not raining, get to the blue hole. Hopefully it's blue for you. We're gonna hunker down for the night because the storm is rolling in even stronger.
I'm probably just gonna put on sweatpants and a movie and call it a night.
Thanks again for following along in this video. Join us on our next adventure when we do something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.
This one here has been sacrificed and got to touch so that only it can calm down the urges. You gotta do one of that. So if you guys want to touch, you guys can touch this formation here. So, you guys want to touch it?